Oh, hey, hello, everyone. Hello, multiverse, good to see you. Okay, so yeah, I do like saying hello to all of you. It's fun. Although there is something we need to say goodbye to because. Okay, so here's the thing, right? The thing is, very simply put, um, so my friend Sin, he helped me sort out my mic stuff, that's why I sound much more clear nowadays. And that's good. We love that. We do. However, it has also affected my soundboard, meaning the sound effects no longer play clearly yeah, the moment I try to play them. So, considering how little I've been using it, I've actually come to the decision to, oops, hang on, I'm not sure why that happened. I've actually come to this decision to retire the soundboard altogether, so, yeah. No more random laugh tracks playing whenever something funny happens, but that's okay, I think I'm plenty funny on my own anyway. So with that out of the way, let's continue with Super Mario World. We are getting pretty close to the end of this game, actually. I mean, look at this, we're in the final world. Okay, first things first. Let's actually get the Valley Fortress out of the way now. Often considered to be the most difficult level in the entire game. Okay, gotta wait, because there's these guys, there's these skewers. And again, they are considered terrain, so if you get stuck between them and the floor, you'll just die. Be careful. Also some falling spikes. Also watch the dry bones and such. Oh. Feather. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, these move a lot quicker, that's a bit of a problem. Alright. And that's what I was talking about. So yeah. Let's try that again. Hopefully we'll make it though. We only have 98 lives left. Try saying that with a straight face. At least the game is nice enough to give you a feather right off the bat. Eep. Damn it. Okay, so how does the game expect me to, do this? This bit, where it's throwing several skewers at me back to back. Oh, I just had to go quick. Never mind, the solution was incredibly obvious, and I'm just thinking way outside the box as usual. Okay. That's a fast one. And are these two? Yeah. So in the GBA version, you actually don't immediately get crushed like that. Because they no longer count as terrain in the GBA version, you'll instead just, how do you put it? You'll instead just lose a power-up and that's it. Unless you're small, then it's still death. There we go. Still got my cape. Very important I keep my cape. It's really valuable. Oop. Oh, I should also mention, by the way, the redeems that change my costume, they do still work, but... So here's the thing, right? It takes quite a bit of concentration to actually take on this human disguise. If my concentration is broken in any way, I just revert back to a dolphin. It'll probably happen instantaneously, but there have been cases in the past where I tried. Like, I tried to transform, and when I got distracted, a tail would appear. And then my hand would change, and then my beak would become visible, that kind of stuff. So sometimes it happens gradually. It probably won't be happening gradually on stream, but yeah. So there's that. They do work, but yeah. Also, oh boy, this is indeed a tough one. Sheesh. I only have 95 lives left. I should be careful. You never know, you might just lose them. No, but surely it's not going to take that many to beat this level. The weird part is we actually got further without a cape, which is embarrassing. Well, maybe it's embarrassing, maybe it's impressive. I wouldn't know exactly. There. Okay, got myself a mushroom. Be a little careful here. On the same track twice in a row. Ooh, that's a close one. Just barely survived it, and here's the boss. Okay, now just survive. There we go. Alright, why we did it. Goody, goody, goody. Okay. There we go, let's save, which gives us access to the back door, but we're not taking the back door. No, 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 no. No, I'm going to do something strange now. I'm going to make my way back now. All the way to Donut Plains. I really wish there was a shortcut on the map we could take, but unfortunately. Because it's time to take on 2 more worlds, actually. Before we face off against the final boss. So, I have been teasing something about these star roads we've seen. These star-shaped thingies on the map. Yeah, these are going to be relevant now. It's these. These star roads over here. So these lead to the Star World. 5 levels, each with a secret exit. Here's how I'm going to be doing this. First, I'm going to be doing these normally. And then I shall go for the secret exit. Maybe the other way around if I can if it happens, but yeah. Oh, yeah, like so. So these still count for the exits, of course, so... So yeah. Let's do this one again. Now we'll go for the normal exit, which is all the way down. You can keep Yoshi if you do the trick I've been showing you. It's really useful. Ooh, cape feather. Nifty. Oh, now it's also giving me cape physics, because it's hitting the blocks to the side. At least I think that's what is going on. This is nifty. You don't even have to worry about losing Yoshi or leaving him behind. That was a red Yoshi. For some reason I got a 1-up mushroom out of it. Probably because we already have Yoshi with us. Okay, good. We outran it. Exit. Well, there we go. That's both exits of the first level taken care of. Good, good. And now we'll go to Star World 2. Here's where it gets interesting. Now, because we already have Yoshi with us, nothing special is happening with that egg. It's just a 1-up mushroom coming out of it. But a blue Yoshi will come out of it. Every shell a blue Yoshi keeps in its mouth works like a blue shell, which means it can fly. Of course, it also gives the other effects of the shell if you have them, like the yellow ones will still do stall, the red ones will still spit out fireballs. But yeah, blue Yoshi is very useful. It's just a shame I'm too emotionally attached to Yoshi and does not really want to give one up. Actually, here's an idea. Yoshi, I'm leaving you here, sorry. And we're going to do this level again. Go for the secret exit, and we shall take Yoshi with us. Yeah. Like the blue Yoshi. Let's see how this will go. Now, a Yoshi that hatches from an egg will be a baby, and it'll actually need to eat a certain amount of enemies in order to, you know, grow up. However, if it eats a star, it'll grow up instantly. So, yeah. That's that. I do think this game is really pleasant underwater music. Uh-oh. There we go, no longer a problem. Now the secret exit for this one is in... you know, Yoshi, wait. Oh, he's outrunning us somehow. Underwater. Oh, that's such a shame. I really wanted to have a blue Yoshi. I mean, we can go back and... Alright, we can just pause and exit and we'll keep everything we've grabbed. Okay. We'll just take care of the secret exit and we'll get ourselves a Yoshi. A blue one, because blue Yoshi is amazing. There we go. Now let's head back real quick. There. And we saw the Yoshi. Okay then. This way. Star World 3. Is this the one I'm thinking of? It is. Yep, that's the level. Of course, the secret exit is further up. So, yeah. We just need to figure out a way to, you know, get there. Okay, now why can't I pick these up? These are blue blocks. You're supposed to just be able to... There we go, that's what I was expecting to happen. You're supposed to be able to grab these and throw them. There. That's what I was expecting would happen. What I didn't expect was everything else. There's the key. Just take it over here. Oh. Okay, here's where it gets a bit trickier. Star World 4. Damn, there goes an extra life. Oh well. As you can see, we got a red shell, but we're still able to fly. Don't you love it when you can just fly regardless of whatever color shell you've got? Uh-oh. If we stay low, we should be able to find the secret exit. Somewhere. Okay, let's grab another one. Yoink. Alright, let's stay low. Ah, there it is. Oh, I see the problem. Hmm. There. We'll need this in order to get ourselves the key from this block. There. Oh, not the long extended one. Oh, that's a shame. That gives us access to Star World 5. I mean, technically we already had access, but, you know. Get us with no exit as well. Oops. Okay, we can just fly most of the way across now. Okay. Alright, alright. I'm not sure how far it is to the goal. Like, just being honest here. Ah, we ran past it, hello. Okay. You'll love to see it. Okay, now before I go to Star World 5... I'm going to grab myself some extra power-ups. By which I mean more capes. Good thing the top secret area is easy to reach now. Also grab an extra life for the road. And 2 feathers. There we go. Okay, back to it. By which I mean... Star Wars 5. Which also has a secret exit, but where would it possibly take us? I mean, most people would have played this game already know, but yeah. I'm going to show you guys anyway. This isn't efficient, I should have had a running start. Okay, so here's the problem. And now we wait. I'm not sure if that's high enough. If it isn't, we can still use the cape at least. Just don't move and the trail should go straight ahead. Okay, let's do this. I may have overdone it. Damn it. There goes my Yoshi. Oh, this also basically means I cannot cross the level anymore. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Okay, I suppose it means back to Star World 2 real quick to pick up ourselves a Yoshi. The good stuff, I mean. Now, in the Game Boy Advance version, you will also get access to all different Yoshis from other blocks, depending on what your power-up is. Not in this game. In this game, they will all still be green. Also, buttons, please work with me. I'm moving this way. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. If I just fly, will that make it easy to reach where I need to go? Close. There we go. Oh, does not want me to go through with Yoshi. Oops, did not mean to use that. I need to leave Yoshi. Sorry, Yoshi. It really does not want me to take Yoshi through here, huh? What a shame, because I would rather not do all this without him. Now, this gives us access to another Star Road that'll take us to an extra world in this game, a really tricky one. More on that when we get there, but first let's get a normal exit in this level as well. Okay, there we go. Just gonna complete a bridge. Just wait. Okay, go. Now, across here we just have the rest of the level, of course. Oh. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Apparently, baby Yoshis are bouncy. Oh dear. Well, basically, oops. I did not mean to do that. That was really painful. Ha, nice. And here's the exit. Alright. Let's take the usual steps of heading back to the top secret area, stocking up and yeah. So I do want to have a blue Yoshi again. So I suppose we'll go grab ourselves a blue Yoshi. I can't help it, the blue Yoshi is really useful. Assuming you can, you know, keep him. There we go. Okay, before we head up there, back to the special world real quick. No, not the special world, the top secret area, sorry, my bad. The special world is something else. There we go, gotta be big. Get next alive, and... feathers! A feather! Sorry, I'm so addicted to that one vocal cue from Within Paradise Goof's fruit flex minigame. The one where it goes lemon. Okay then, now let's take this Star Road, which leads us to the special world. Well, hey, we've made it. So there's the special world. It has 8 levels, starting off with Nali. They are difficult. Well, most of them. They are incredibly tricky and difficult and do unique things, and yeah. Amazing! Few have made it this far. Beyond lies the special zone. Complete it, and you can explore a strange new world. Good luck. It says few have made it this far, but I call bullshit on that. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you telling me I cannot take Yoshi up here? Well, I guess we're doing this without Yoshi then. Sheesh. Sorry, Yoshi. That's okay. I will grab myself a blue Yoshi for the next level, because if it's the level I'm thinking it is, I'm definitely grabbing that. So yeah, this one is a vertical level where you climb and then drop down again. Bitch, hello. And then you get hit by a Koopa Troopa that decides to just jump scare you towards the end. Oh, thanks, dick face. Yeah, not sure what the point of that was, but okay. Wow. Okay, game, thanks. That was incredibly rude. Okay, let's try this again. Now, the schedule isn't extremely tight today, but we do still need to, you know, beat the final boss as well. But yeah, if all goes well, this is it for Super Mario World. We still just need to make our way through, yeah, the special world and then beat the final boss. Also, oops. Whee! There. That'll be a lesson to you. Press. Wait, you're not affected by... Wow, okay. Okay. I wasn't sure what the timer was on the blue P-switch, because its jingle was overridden, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for Gnarly. Excellent, if I do say so myself. Now then. Where was I? Well, first of all, we're doing this. Really doesn't matter what we're getting from this. Because now our lives are maxed out again, and honestly we had plenty anyway, so yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, and this is Tubular, this is the one I want to have the blue Yoshi for, and maybe a cape as well. Because this one is tricky. Often considered to be, like, if you're counting special world levels, it's often considered to be the hardest level in the game. So if I can do anything to make it not so, all the better. Alright. That's step 1. Step 2 is to get a blue Yoshi, because blue Yoshi is going to make the level much easier. If everything's done right, at least. I cannot promise I'll do everything right, but... Oh boy, I'll try. Okay, so Tubular. It expects you to use the P-balloons to float across the big old gap. I forgot to bring Yoshi, my bad. I'm getting ahead of myself. I suppose we'll be doing it with just one cape feather, which... honestly, fine. Because the thing is... if we get hit at all, we are probably screwed anyway, so yeah. Okay, the usual thing of getting the blue Yoshi. There we go. I suppose you pick up the cape feather and... okay. Now we're prepared to take on Tubular. Also, yeah, all of the names in the world have surfer dude slang for some reason. Not sure why. There's not a thing in the Japanese version, it is purely a thing they came up with in the US, I think. And thus other English-speaking countries followed suit. Okay. I think you can find a Koopa Troopa here somewhere. If you do have... aha. Now you just go. We were actually really close there. We could have cheesed this, but we failed at doing that. So, okay, let's try doing this legitimately at least once. Now watch, this is where it's going to go completely fine. And... whoop. There we go. Okay, so, the problems here are, first of all, you gotta keep up your P-balloon, so you don't lose it. AKA don't get hit, AKA don't take too long. I think the block down there is another one. You don't want to take too long, but also you do not want to be reckless. And neither of those had a P-balloon, okay. Good to know. Well, that was interesting. I'm going to give it a few more tries. If I keep failing here, I am just going to do the usual steps of grabbing cape feathers and grabbing a blue Yoshi. There we go. And that's the problem, you can only take one hit. So yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Basically, if you're struggling with this level, do not be ashamed, this is a tough one. Okay, rising. Yeah, I think it was the... oh no, it was this one. Hey, this unnerved me. Okay. Well, once the next question block, I think. The problem is you also move really slow. So, yeah. Is this the next one? No. Oh, this is the exit, okay. Well, would you look at that, we made it. Well, I guess that deserves a why. I thought this was supposed to be difficult. Okay, this gives us access to way cool, as well as giving us a save. What's this one about again? I see. Just about the only level that makes use of yeah, special. Yep, we made it a special world. Wait, so yay, I feel special now or something. So yeah, this is pretty much the only level in the game that uses these rail lifts. A mechanic which I think is too interesting to only have used once. Oh, not those rail lifts, I mean to use these switches to switch them around with. You know, the sort of mechanic you could do a whole lot with. Like, I've seen Super Mario Maker levels, which... this mechanic is also a thing you can add to levels in Super Mario Maker 2, I think. I've seen a lot of levels make clever use of these. So yeah. Bit of a shame Nintendo decided, okay, let's only do this for one level. Like, this is Super Mario World, not Donkey Kong Country 3. Then again, Donkey Kong Country 3 came much later, so never mind. I guess that's a terrible analogy. Also, oops. Okay. Yeah, a lot of those levels seem pretty crazy too. Yeah. People get very creative when you give them the opportunity. Okay, the problem now is... I don't have a cape feather. So it's just going to give me a mushroom, which I kinda expected. Oh, also, just keep in mind, taking the wrong track, even if you don't know what the wrong track is, will just lead to death. So do be careful. I would say do be careful, but if you don't know the level ahead of time, you would probably have no way of knowing. There's wings, but we do not have Yoshi with us, so never mind. That would probably just let you skip like this entire section, because it would have taken you to a special area. Up, up, up. Yee. Oops. I was about to jump, come on. Oh well, let's keep trying. Now, I am pretty certain we will beat the game today, though. I mean, I'd better. Imagine getting stuck here until, like... No, like, not even finishing it next week. That means we would have to wait until I come back from Euroference till I can, you know, finish this. So, yeah. Eep. Okay, yeah, that would have been death, as you can see. Ah. Ooh. Okay, sometimes it shows you which paths lead to death. Okay. Oh. Oops. It's decided to loop back onto itself. And it does not snag the rail again when it comes back to the rail. Got it. Okay, let's keep trying. Surely it's not going to take the entire stream to get through this. I promise you, I am not tempting fate here. Maybe I am. Okay. Like, I'm not sure if Vanga's paying attention, but I can practically hear him laughing from here. Okay, okay. You know what the problem is? The problem is I do not have any power-ups, and I'm kinda taking these enemies for granted, and I'm just eating hits without having any defense against them. So, back to the top secret area we go, I guess. Although it does, like, get a bit boring to constantly walk back to the top secret area in order to, you know, get myself some power-ups. Of course, what I want is really want is the cape feathers, but yeah. Okay, back to it. Whee! Alright, alright. Let's see if we can actually get past Way Cool today. I mean, we should be able to. Alright, alright. Well, now that we're riding Yoshi, we can also just use him to bounce on top of the fuzzies. Way past cool, like Sonic. Oh, right, that's a thing you would say. Right. Also, oops, because I did not interact with the switches at all. Yeah. That happened. I was about to be sent back again. Whee! Alright, we made it to a little bonus area, and I think we're good now. I think once we're past this, we will just automatically beat the level. At least it has been the case for previous levels that have this mechanic in them. Sure enough. Okay, that made level way easier. Also, this one's called Awesome. Hopefully it is actually awesome. Oh, it's this one. Now, if Yoshi eats one of those rainbow shells, from when a yellow Koopa Troopa gets into a shell, you'll just be able to use all of the shell powers, regardless of what color Yoshi you've got. Spitting that out now because I was about to run out. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, also, yellow Koopa paratroopers, they do not actually, you know, they do not jump initially. But the moment they reach you, they'll try to jump over you, so yeah. Also, this is an ice level, so expect slippery terrain. We actually did it in one go as well, that's impressive. Okay. Good, I was starting to get a little worried for a second, seems like I still got it. Wahey, I guess? Yeah, I guess that's a word for Wahey. Oh well. Oh right, we get a save. We also get to play Groovy, the 5th level of the special world. So let's do that. We're halfway through the special world now, which means we're almost done with this game. Now, if this looks familiar to you, that's because this is the same level used for the title screen. Yeah. There's a Pokey here. Although there's stuff in the air which we cannot fly past, annoyingly. So yeah, they just tease one of the last levels of the game on the title screen. Which is funny. Lots of volcano lotuses as well. At least I think that's what those are called. Eh. Well, at least Yoshi can eat them, so that will make things a little more manageable. Nom 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 nom. Ah, yeah. These piranha plants can also show up shooting fireballs. Just, you know, on occasion. Are you one of those? That's fine, I don't need coins. Yeah, for now. I often forget hills in this game are just very slippery for some reason. No, 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 Yoshi, you're not leaving. You're staying with me, damn it. I need you here. At least until I get to the final castle. Oh well. Now then. Which gives us access to Mondo. Is that even a word? I didn't know Mondo was a word, but I guess it is. Okay then. Let's go. Water on land, I see. Eep. Oh dear, there goes Yoshi. Lol. Yep. It was definitely slang at the time. Yeah, probably. Most certainly the slang at all time. Of all time, I mean. Which is kind of modern terminology which nobody seems to understand. Saying something is the something of all time doesn't mean it's bad. What it means is it makes you feel absolutely nothing. So instead of saying the best or the worst, you say the of all time. But a lot of people don't seem to understand that, and it's really weird. I guess it's true, media literacy really is dead. Also, I failed to mention the other current in the water. As long as these Cheep Cheeps flop, they are harmless. Once they enter the water again, that's when they are actually dangerous. I love that kind of duality. Oh, there's another amazing fire lion hammer brew. I would like a power-up though. Oh, hello. I feel a bit safer now. There. Whoop. There we go. See, sometimes you just gotta play it a little carefully. Nice. We get the bonus game again, which ironically is not entirely useless now, because we did lose 4 lives in total. And we just made them all back. Man, the fact I am so far ahead on my lives is kind of ridiculous. I guess I really have still got it even at the ripe age of 31. Oh yeah, game, I agree, it's outrageous. Now this one is a really neat color palette, as you can see. It also has fire snakes, making a return for one level in this entire game. It's been a while since I've used a fire flower. Boing. Oh, you're immune to fireballs, huh? Okay. I should have known they are always immune to fireballs. Why do I act surprised? Also, yeah, these fire snakes will just hide behind the trees. Anything can hide behind the trees. So, just do be careful, trees are dangerous. In fact, I would go as far as to say, trees hate you. Can you shoot, please? Please shoot me. Shoot at me. There we go. That's what I expected to happen. Just going to jump on this gap. You know, nowadays we use the term outrageous when we're talking negatives, but this level treated it as a positive. Which I do not mind. It's interesting. That was... No, Yoshi! This is what happens when I panic. I start making sloppy mistakes. It's funny, I think sloppy was also like positive terminology back in the day, but nowadays it's used negatively. With negative connotation, if you will. Also, damn. That was going pretty well, all things considered. I was probably pretty close to the end of the level. Okay, if stuff like that keeps happening, I'm definitely going to be further and further away from the end. Okay. Give me an item, please, thank you. I forgot I was not right next to the thing. Yeah. Oh. Anyway. Okay, so my plan now is to actually just take the springboard all the way to the one pipe. I used the bullet bill to get over. Simply because I think that's probably a much better idea. Less risk that way, it's less dangerous if you don't rely on the bullet bill that could, you know, that could just nail you. Okay. And there was another one, of course there was. Okay. Here it is. Why? I'm so clever. What's not clever is that I have a tendency to then run headlong into trouble. Sheesh. Uh-oh. Okay, grab the Yoshi. Grab the Yoshi. Uh-oh, game's suffering from some slowdown. Okay. Amazing flying hammer, brother. However, I'm safe as long as I can keep Yoshi in tow. It's Yoshi. Yoshi means you're safe. Yoshi can solve anything. Yoshi can even eat fire. Just make sure you keep Yoshi and you will be fine. Maybe if I start telling myself a mantra about keeping like Yoshi safe, that's when everything's going to go wrong. At least we made it, so that's good. Whew. Okay, okay. Right. One more to go, and it's called Funky. It's a good thing with Yoshi, because you kinda need Yoshi for this one. You have a very small amount of time, and you have these green colored berries that extend your time limit. Again, the only level to actually use this mechanic. Not gonna cheese this with a blue shell this time. Boink. Okay, okay. So yeah, just grab the green berries if you see them. And otherwise, don't take too long. You don't have an infinite amount of time, because it's Mario. When has Mario ever given you... Oh wait, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Eep. Uh-oh, not good, I lost Yoshi. Which means, unless we are able to find another one, we're just going to have to run for it. Could you leave me alone, please? I get it, you have caves, it's really cool. Now please leave me alone and let me... Wait, why didn't lightning come from your thing? I'm being very dangerous here. Let's go along the top and... Damn it. Okay, so... I guess we're walking back and fetching ourselves a Yoshi somewhere. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Okay, okay. You might consider it a little bit cheap for me to just go back to the top secret area again, and it takes a while. But hey, it's there, you might as well use it. Give me a mushroom so I can grab the cape feathers. There we go. Feather. I gotta stop doing that. Okay. Back to it. Okay then. Also, look forward to next week on Saturday, because it'll be mine and Vanga's anniversary. We'll have been dating for 2 years, and we are planning to play something special for you guys. So yeah, do look forward to that. Oh. No, Yoshi, you are staying right here. No one said you could just run off like that. Yeah, I know, nobody told me. I'm going to do it anyway. No. Okay, I wonder how far we can fly across the level if we do this. We can at least glide back down because cape. Oh, but where's the ground though? If we can get a bit of a... alright. Alright. I was about to say, if we can get a bit of a running start... yeah, we're not getting that running start. yeah, not going here any further without my cape feather. I'll gladly take this extra one. Okay, I thought I was going to be clever and make a running make a running start, but no. You are a super player! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! So yeah, the game just tells you you're amazing for getting this far, and yeah, that's that. And that's it. That's the special world. Which takes us back to Yoshi's Island, and things have changed. Just showcasing this level. Yeah, Koopa Troopas now wear these masks. And piranha plants will also look like jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know any levels where I could quickly show the piranha plants, but just take my word for it. Also, the world map looks autumn-ish. Okay, let's take a few spares. And let's also take Yoshi along just for sentimental value. Okay, back to the final world, because it's time. It's time to face the final boss. At long last. Oh wait, other way. So, back to the Valley of Bowser we go. Why? And here it is, the front door. We do have access to the back door, which makes things a bit easier. However, I am an adult. I am going to just, you know, go via the front door. Which I think also gives you some extra time, I'm not entirely sure. No, it does not, it's only in GBA version. There's doors marked 1 through 4 here. I'm going to randomly pick a number. I'm going to wiggle my fingers, and how many fingers I hold up is going to determine which door I'm picking. That's 7 fingers. That's not going to help. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to be picking door number 3. So this is a maze of these weird blocks. There's also Mecha Koopas, which only show up in this level. Also, oops. So you can jump on Mecha Koopas. They'll become inactive for a bit. Remember this, it becomes important later. This is also the only level they actually appear in. You can still use a spin jump to defeat them, however. And that's it for this room. There's a different challenge behind each of these doors. Okay, again. Doors numbered 5 through 8. Each has a different challenge. I'm going to pick the one which corresponds to the amount of fingers I hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Okay, we're going through door number 8. I don't recall what's behind each and every one of these doors, but yeah. I regret taking this door. Okay, that didn't exactly go to plan. Let's try again. If worse comes to worse, we can still, you know, pick the back door, which skips all of these challenges. Okay, we're taking door number 1 this time. And I've picked randomly, we're just going to pick the doors we've not seen. Until either we've had all of them, or we make it to the end. Whichever happens first. Okay, that was a pretty relatively simple one. I see door number 5 is just as simple. I do truly regret everything. I do not like skewers in this game. Oh, that was actually not too bad. It's only darkness. There's a red question block here, which once activated... Well, when it jumped into it, toggles this disco ball thing. It's a light. We now have a way to see what's in here. Also, ninjas appear here. Okay, let's jump on you guys. Get rid of you. It is a really cool mechanic, and this is the only place in the game where it actually appears. This hallway is also where you start if you pick the back door. And that's it. We've made it to the final boss. There's no HUD at the top of the screen, because the game couldn't handle it with the graphics for this fight. Let's do this, Bowser. This game also introduces Clown Car. Do not hit the propeller, it's actually deadly. Also, if the music sounds familiar, Super Mario Kart's Bowser's Castle theme actually took some cues from this. Oh yeah. Just hit him with, you know, with his own Mecha Koopas he keeps throwing out, and you should be fine. Oh, he's raining down fireballs. Oops. I could have just waited on the right side. You know what? Having made it to the all the way to the back, I feel like I've earned the right to take the back door from here on out. You do get extra time if you pick the front door in the GBA remake, but that's because there's the time limit is still active in the GBA remake because the HUD's able to appear due to better hardware. Which actually, if you reach the final boss in the GBA version, the HUD will just slide in once it's appeared, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it does give you extra time to do it with to compensate. Oh, you also get a checkpoint if you take the back door. I guess the back door really does make it a lot easier. Alright, round 2, Bowser. Also, yes, Bowser is incredibly miscolored in this game. Which was actually an oversight by one of the developers, which they end up regretting. Okay, whoop. There we go. That's phase 1 done. Bowser does his thing where he flies away for a bit. Uh-oh. Ooh, welcome back. Hi, Peach. She requires our help. Okay, the one HUD thing element that does appear is the item, like the reserve item box, if you can get a reserve item. But that's it. Okay. He's summoning a big metal ball now, on occasion. Do be careful of that. It's pretty slow moving, however, so you should be fine. And now he goes back to throwing Mecha Koopas because he never learns. Always repeating the old mistakes, eh, Bowser? Uh-oh. You were about to get back up, were you? Uh-oh, not good, not good. Damn. Yeah, some finesse required when you try to throw these. There we go. That's one hit. Gotta wait for him to stop and see what he does. He's going to throw metal ball. He's doing it again. Okay, do not jump too high, because as I said, the propeller is actually dangerous. You'd think he'd lower himself to the ground a bit more to try and snag me with that propeller, but no, he does not. Okay. That's another phase done. I think there's one more phase to the fight, but first he's going to throw fire at us again. There's always a bit of a safe gap around in the arena. Oops. That's okay, Peach has got discovered. Now he's angry and he's going to stomp his clown car into the arena. The music is also sped up because, yeah. The fight's almost over. Oh dear. Did you just hit your own Mecha Koopa? Okay, do not get greedy. And there we go. Wahey! We did it! So Peach has been rescued and that's the game. So that's good. We did it. Yay! Mario's adventure is over. Mario, the princess, Yoshi, and his friends are going to take a vacation. Again, Luigi just gets absolutely shafted in that. And then fireworks just start, because apparently fireworks just happen in this universe whenever... Yeah. Whenever something good happens. Okay, yeah. Okay. Time to head home. Wahey. I really like saying wahey. I even got some of my friends to say it. I guess it's just incredibly infectious. Now, considering we still have about an hour of stream time left, you might be wondering, what am I going to be doing to fill for time? Well, worry not. I definitely plan to do something, and that is, I am going to start Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. So yeah. Let me do some prep work while the credits are rolling. Okay. There we go. So yeah. Super Mario World. Never played it a lot. I never had an SNES back in the day. And even when I finally had easy access to this game, through like the Nintendo Switch for example, or Virtual Console, even then I never really played it a lot. I definitely should play this more, because it's a good game. So, in the argument that's always going on about whether Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World is better, which side am I on? And my answer to that question is, well, screw you, I'm still on the side of Super Mario Bros. 3. So yeah. Front-facing Yoshi is adorable. Excuse me. Thank you. And now it does a bit of a character roll call of the enemies. So yeah, I'm not going to be reading all of these names because yeah, jumping pumpkin plants down there is what the piranha plants become once you've beaten the special world. Also Pidget Bill, yeah, Bullet Bills become Pidgets once you beat the special world. This was also when Bumblebee was still called Bonsai Bill, which they changed because of what the word bonsai actually means. So yeah, there's that. Also Dino Rhino and Dino Torch. Yeah, there are dinosaurs here. Yeah. I guess Dinosaur Land is still a fairly apt name after all. So yeah. Oh, I was right, they were indeed called Rip Van Fish. Okay then. Oh yeah. Yeah, why is Boo put between quotation marks? That's weird. And why are dry bones and bony beetles' feet blue here? Some things in the game are a little weird. And the funny part is that they only show that way in this bit of the game, during the character roll call at the credits. Also, Resnor's platforms do not look like that. Yeah, some weird palette inconsistencies during this section, but that's it. You do get to see every character one more time. As well as Bowser and his horribly miscolored Koopalings. Ludwig does not have pink on him. Now does Roy have grey? That would be a Morton later on. Although I guess Morton is more black than grey. So yeah, the end. Okay, well I go prepare the, you know... Well, I go prepare the next game.